This is my review of SmarTure M511 Dashcam with the backup camera. This is actually my second dashcam of somewhat similar design, so I will also do some comparison with my previous device that I had. These are some pictures of the box and the components that comes with this system. It doesn't come with the micro SD card, so you do have to purchase that separately. It comes with all the other necessary components, such as, it has a long wire, it comes with user manual and the necessary power cables. Make sure to test the cam and the rear view camera before you do the actual wiring in the car. Note that the rear view camera gets the power from the AV cable from the front dashcam unit, so you don't have to wait until you actually connect the cameras on the car. So you can still do it while it's not connected yet. It is important to do these tests because you don't want to connect all the wire and then find out that something is not working. So it's good to do these tests before you do the installation. So this SmarTure Dashcam is a good quality in number of ways. First, I want to spend a few minutes to talk about the quality of the mirror of this SmarTure Dashcam. The mirror is very clear, and the version that I bought does not have the blue tint, so there is no compromise in terms of visibility. Here is a comparison of the reflection of this SmarTure mirror with my previous blue dashcam mirror that I had purchased from eBay. You can see how the reflection is dimmer in the blue mirror. The blue tint also makes the color of the objects appear different. And this can actually be a problem because the color of the cars can appear different in your rear view mirror and the side view mirrors, and that can cause confusions to identify the cars while you are changing the lane or looking around. Also, if you already have tinted windows in your car, the dim reflection of the blue mirrors will make the reflection even more dimmer, right? And reducing your visibility even more. So that is something to consider as well. When the LCD screen is off, the LCD is completely invisible in the SmarTure mirror, as you can see. And the mirror looks just like 100% mirror. Whereas in the blue mirror, you can clearly see the rectangular area of the LCD screen. So even when the LCD is off, you can still see like the area of the LCD screen. Another difference that you cannot see here is that the blue mirror had a double reflection, right? When the cars had headlights on in the rear view mirror, there was a significant double reflection. But in case of the SmarTure mirror, the double reflection is there in a very negligible way. So it's almost invisible. So it's not a big issue with this mirror. So these are all some of the important factors to consider when you choose the kind of mirror for your dashcam. See, because most of the time, the device will still be used as a rear view mirror, since most of us won't have the LCD on while we are driving. So the quality of the mirror and reflection is an important factor to consider if you're purchasing this type of device. Now here you can see the actual reflection in the SmarTure mirror when the LCD is off. You can compare the reflection with the reflection in the side view mirror. You can see that there's not much difference in terms of brightness or color of reflection. So the mirror is very clear and appears to be of very good quality. During the daytime, when it is sunny and bright day, the video in the LCD can be a bit difficult to see due to the reflection in the mirror. Other times during night or evenings or indoors, it is usually okay. The buttons in the mirror are usually not visible, and you do need to push the buttons every now and then to turn off the LCD while you are driving. So in my case, I had to put a little sticker on the power button so that I don't have to keep searching for the buttons while driving. The size of the mirror is bigger than the original mirror of the car, as you can tell. However, the bigger size mirror is not necessarily an advantage. In my case, I don't think it adds any significant visibility of the surroundings. Instead, what I see is just more of the inside of the car. Actually, there's a slight disadvantage because the bigger mirror blocks more of the view on the front side due to the larger size. But I don't see this as a big problem. You may have heard that some users complain that the mirror dashcam take more space and they are not able to fold the visor. What I find in my experience with this SmarTure Dashcam is that when you mount it in appropriate position, it actually does not block the visor. So at least in my case, I can completely fold the visor without any blockage from the dashcam mirror. The mirror is mounted using the two rubber straps and it mounts tightly to the original mirror of the car. On level roads, there is no vibration of the mirror. But if the roads are bumpy, the vibration in the dashcam is slightly more than the original mirror. That's what I found. But again, it's not a big problem. The screen size of the LCD in this mirror is 5" in diagonal. It seems to be the right size, so it doesn't seem too big or small in my opinion. The video quality of the front camera is very good. It appears like full HD video. It has option to record up to resolution of 1296p, which is higher resolution than the 1080p Full HD format. I do find that some video players in the Windows computer does not have ability to play back the 1296p videos. It was kind of blurry, but again, I could play it in another player called VLC player. So you may have to consider downloading that player if you are using 1296p videos. In my case, just to keep it simple, I set mine to record at 1080p, and quality wise that seems to be good enough for now. The quality of the backup camera is far lower than the front camera, and I think this is the case for most aftermarket cameras. This is likely due to some limitation with the technology that they have at this time. You can also see that the recorded video from the rear camera is reversed like a mirror image. As I know, this is also the same case with other backup camera systems with dashcam. I think this is normal because it is recording and displaying as if we are looking at the mirror image, because that's how we see the images when we look at the rear view mirror. So this is not a problem when we're actually looking at the backup camera in the car. It looks a bit strange in the recording when we view the recording. So there may be some like video programs, video editing tools that you can use to reverse the sides of the image. So that is something to consider as well. I had the backup camera and the dashcam installed by a professional mechanic. I did do some research to see if it can be done by myself, but it was too complex for me, especially the part where you have to open the wiring of the tail light of the car. That's where you have to connect one of the wires of the backup camera. That is not easy if you are not familiar with the wiring of the cars, and it is also a bit risky. Like if you happen to cut off some wrong wires, then you have trouble. The mechanic did a very good job, and almost all of the wires are completely hidden inside the walls of the car. The only wires that I see are the two pieces of wire that you see here and the connector to the cigarette lighter for the power. There is no other wires dangling or visible anywhere else in the car. If you have never used an aftermarket backup camera, I have to caution you that it may not be as convenient as it appears. There are certainly some limitations, such as the size and the distance of the objects are a bit distorted due to the wide angle lens of the camera. Some objects on the side may be closer than they appear on the camera, so that is something to be aware of. The guidelines are usually not accurate. You can try to adjust the camera to make it more accurate, but still I would say we cannot rely on those guidelines. When you do the backup, you still need to look in all directions as you usually do. The backup camera will add some more visibility of the area just behind the rear of the car. This system does come with many other features such as motion detection and ADAS system that's supposed to alert you when there is like a lane changes. I haven't tried those features, so that's something for you to look into. So that was my review of this SmarTure Dashcam and backup camera. Thank you for watching, and please do leave comments. Goodbye.